So there's a lot of videos to make right now, but right now we're going to make a video that I don't really need to make, but I just feel like making. For a long time on this channel, I've had this collection of vinyls. Yes, I got a ton more vinyls. Now there's not even room on all the hooks for the vinyls. I have a vinyl collection back there. I love it. I've just got Stankonia, Miseducation, Kids See Ghosts, Ready to Die right there, and those are the ones I got recently. I got 4 recently, and all the other ones I've had up for a while. But I kind of wanted to make a video going through this collection because the next vinyl I have, because I was waiting to make this video, because every single time I think I'll get a new album, I'll probably showcase it in a video now. But I thought it'd just be cool to show you guys what I have so far and just kind of get started with it. I was waiting to make this video for a while, actually, because I ordered my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and it still hasn't come in yet. I ordered it in December, and it's March, and there's no vinyl existing, and I looked on like most sites and it's way too expensive there. I ordered for like $30 from somewhere, and on other sites it's like $80, $90, and I'm not gonna waste that $60 if it might come in for 30. So I'm waiting for that one. But all these I got or not actually, all these, the oldest of these is Good Kid, Mad City. So I'm gonna pause this camera real quick, take them all off the wall, and then we'll go through them one by one. I think I'm going to go through them in order of release date because I think that works. So I'm going to go through them a little quickly. I don't think I need to give full analysis of all of them. So let's get started. So I have them all sitting right here in this big stack. This is around how thick it is, and we're going to go through them all by release date mainly. That's why I decided to rank this. So my oldest vinyl, not the first one I got, but the oldest in terms of release date is Dr. Dre's The Chronic. This isn't actually an album I play a lot, weirdly. I mean, I listen to some songs from it, like Nothing But a G Thing, Fuck with Dre Day, and Let Me Ride, the popular tracks mainly. And I guess I don't find myself constantly going back to The Chronic, but it's just such a classic album, and just Dr. Dre's such a classic artist on that front. Like, this man is so important to hip-hop as a whole. There's kind of this cool little art inside of it. It's a very cool album. It's a very cool vinyl as well. I really like this cover. I didn't put it on the wall, though, because I just needed to make room for Kids See Ghosts, and that's like my favorite cover ever. We'll get to that one later. I love this album. It's fantastic. It is truly a classic in every sense of the word. At 93, so that was 1992, Wu-Tang Clan's Enter the Wu-Tang. Only Wu-Tang record I've heard, weirdly. I need to listen to more of them. They're just one of those groups that I just need to get to. I listened to Tribe Called Quest, Outkast, and The Roots Between. This is one of the first group albums I heard, and I haven't listened to anything else from them. I should, but I just haven't. This is obviously a classic. It's one of the smaller vinyls. It only has 1 disc in there. Most of these have 2 discs in them. This only has 1. I love this album so much. The collaboration, the aggression from a rapper, the amount of just great artists to spawn. Truly like A+ classic record. Like, there are very few albums that are just that good. There are some that are better though, like Nas's Illmatic, which is usually what I've called my favorite album of all time. It's a close race between some other ones. I'll get to one of them later. One of them I haven't gotten yet, but this is truly the peak of just flowing, rhyming, almost lyricism as a whole. Illmatic is so inspiring, like it's so influential, and it's a short 40-minute album. It also has one of my favorite sleeves ever, because instead of being a paper sleeve, it's like it has its own little art on it. It looks great. This is a classic. How can I say it's not a classic? This is truly one of the first hip-hop albums I ever heard. Great way to start off my hip-hop run with Illmatic. Another 94 record, Ready to Die by the Notorious B.I.G. Now, I'm going to grab something real quick, because of the cover I have of Ready to Die isn't too familiar. So, this is the vinyl. This is a vinyl, so it has the vinyl discs in it. It has the art inside and such. But I also have this, which it's empty, but the cover is way cooler. Like, that Baby cover is classic. This is how you recognize Biggie. Very few people see this and they're like, oh yeah, classic. I mean, I do like the cover. I think it looks nice, but I truly just like this more. This is just a better cover. I really want to get that vinyl. There is a vinyl version with that. It's just like $100 so. This though, this is still great. I'm happy I have this one because it's a great album. I also love the texture of it. It's very soft. Next, biggest vinyl I have, All Eyes on Me by Tupac. My only Tupac record I need to get Me Against the World at some point. Those are the 2 I'd want. I'd love to have the whole Tupac collection, but in terms of prioritizing great albums, I guess Me Against the World would be up there as one I really need. I love this album so much. There's 4 different discs in here. This album is 27 tracks, not a skip, not one skip, not one. I mean, like maybe I don't listen to What's Your Phone Number very often, but I cannot say any track from this was bad. And this was made in like months, like 3 or 4 months. This is truly the evidence that Tupac was a legend. God rest his soul. He is amazing. He's better than Biggie. I do love Biggie, though. I can't say I don't love Biggie. I think Tupac's like one nudge above better Biggie. But the greatest female rapper, honestly my favorite female artist of all time, Miss Lauryn Hill's The Miseducation of Miss Lauryn Hill, meaning that she's the only artist I own the entire discography from because there's only one album from her discography. I would be so happy to hear another Miss Lauryn Hill album. Oh my God, The Reflection. Because the amount of times I replay Miseducation, you have to hear this album. Just everything about this. I love the sleeves in this one too. They have art on them. Like, they're not boring, and there's 2 sleeves. I don't feel like taking out the other one because I don't have a ton of time. But this is just a classic It's more of an R&B album, I will warn. It's not really like that classic hip-hop record, but it has a lot of rapping in it, and it has a lot of singing in it too. Miss Lauryn Hill truly demonstrates just talent on a whole other front on Miseducation. Love this record so much. Gosh, that is perfect. Perfect album. This one's not. Slim Shady LP has one of my favorite covers of all time, but it is probably my least favorite in terms of album I own. Like, if we're talking about the content on this vinyl, like the music, it's my least favorite of any of these. It's not bad, but I mean, it's a fantastic record. I don't love this on the back. It's kind of weird, but I have this one because I have the full Eminem trilogy, so I need this one. It has like my favorite Eminem art ever besides Relapse. I love this. I love the album too, though. Like, My Name Is, Role Model, what was it? Rock Bottom is one of my favorite songs ever. Truly amazing album. This was a great debut album, or a great studio debut, because Infinite is technically the debut, but this is the studio debut. It's kind of like calling that's kind of like calling Good Kid, Mad City Kendrick's debut, which would be really, really close-minded. Another Eminem one, the Marshall Mathers LP. Y'all know this album. It's the most selling hip-hop record ever. I would love to have the cover art of him in the room with the chains, but I just have the one of him on the house, and I'm okay with that, you know? I think this is still really nice art, and I still really like the really dark aesthetic to this. This is truly one of the best just track lists ever. Like, oh my God, like, Kill You, Stan, The Way I Am, The Real Slim Shady, I'm Back, Marshall Mathers, Drug Ballad, Amityville. Actually, no, I don't love Amityville. Bitch Please, Criminal. Like, my goodness, perfect album. Not even my favorite M record, if I'm being totally honest with you. Outkast. Y'all know Outkast, Stankonia. One of my favorite arts ever. Just, I love this freaking cover so much. It's so perfect. It's my favorite Outkast record. I don't know if that's a popular opinion, though. I feel like it's more popular to say Aquemini is their best. And I don't know if I agree. I love Aquemini, and I love ATLiens too. But this is where it was. This was the weirdest, most experimental album they did, and it was perfect. It was so well done. The stankness, it's great. I don't love the art on the back as much, but that front cover, dang, that front cover. This will never go off the main side of the wall, because I love this aesthetic so much. It's just a truly amazing record. Outkast, probably my favorite group ever. The Eminem Show from 2002, my personal favorite Eminem record, probably one of my most played vinyls. What can I say about the Eminem Show that's not already been said? Just every track is so well done. It feels like one of those albums where the artist had an idea for every track. He wanted to do something different with every track. Well, production-wise, it's not too various. It's great production-wise. It just has the most energy, diversity, and just versatility. That's the word I'm looking for. Just of any Eminem record, honestly. I just love this album. I think it's the best Eminem album. People don't agree with me there. I don't care. It's 10 out of 10 best Eminem record. And the amount of classics from this album, you cannot say this is not truly a fantastic album. Top 4 album ever for me, if I'm being totally honest with you. This is top 5 album ever. This is the first vinyl I ever had. One of the only ones I've showcased in a video. Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick Lamar. I got this on the 8th birthday of Good Kid, Mad City. This one's one of my favorite vinyls, because it's one of the only vinyls that has a clear disc. The disc in this one is clear. All the ones I've gone through are black. I only have 2 that are colored. I like it more when it's colored because it's just more interesting, man. Don't make all the vinyls dark. I don't know. Whatever the case may, whatever the matter is, this is one of my favorite covers ever. I love this cover so much. I bet I've already ranted about that though, so I don't want to do it again. Just magnificent. Just magnificent. That is a great word to describe something. Magnificent. Good Kid, Mad City. Magnificent album. Because the Internet, this album, great Childish Gambino record. I first heard this, though, after I got the vinyl. My sister bought it for me for Christmas. I hadn't heard it, so I went and listened to it, and I loved it. The one thing this is probably my least played vinyl, though. Like, I never listened to this, and it's not because I don't like it, because it is a great album. It's on the lower half of favorites on here, but it's mostly because of the way the vinyls look. This is a really cool sleeve. I really like it. And the disc has the pattern on it too. But the reason why I never play this is because there are no indications of what side is what side and such. So I don't know where I can find tracks like Crawl. I don't know where to start. I just have to go through all 4 sides of the vinyls and find it. It's still an amazing album, still incredible. Very few issues to find on because of the internet. It's really just a really smart record. We have 2 left. Okay, 2 left. Throw that right there. I should stop throwing these other vinyls. They can handle hitting like that. To Pimp a Butterfly. Remember how I said that there was a couple albums of competition for my favorite album with Illmatic? Well, those are My Beautiful Darkest Fantasy and T-Pap. If Illmatic ever drops from number 1, this is what's taking number 1. I love this album with okay, you know what? I don't need to go on for this album. I have a 2-hour series on this specific album. You look inside, just look at that. Look at that. I love this art so much. I mean, it's really hard for you to see with the glare. But, okay, here, I'm going to pull it up to the camera more. You feel like, you can see like the textures, like these are actually texturous. Like, I can feel that eye for the track list. Also, just probably my second favorite track list ever, maybe third. Because Illmatic and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy are fantastic track lists. Also, I think this might be the best cover in hip-hop. Maybe not my favorite, but it is up there as one of the best because it perfectly works for what the album is going for. Truly, I don't know how some people called this a 4. Somebody called this a 4 on Twitter, and I wanted to murder them because this is... How do you call this a 4? How do you call this a 4 out of 10? This is just perfection. Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly, fantastic record. Makes me consider him maybe the best artist ever. Not my favorite. Not the best, because this guy might be the best. But up there is one of the best. Finally, the newest album I got it 30 minutes ago. Kids See Ghosts. My favorite album art ever. I adore KSG for everything about it. It's one of those albums that... Also, I will mention, look at that. Pink vinyl. It's actually like, the vinyl is pink. I like it. It looks really cool. It's not really dark pink though. I wish it was more like pink. It's kind of see-through pink. It's kind of pussy pink. But I don't know where to start with just this album. Like, look at that track. Like, that track list, man. That's how you make a track list of just great song after great song after great song. And let's just look at that cover art with like the weird, just like the creatures and the forest and the sky coloring. Oh, it's so beautiful. I would have this as like a poster on my wall. It's so beautiful. What can I say about Kids See Ghosts that hasn't already been said? You don't get albums just this well produced, sung, made. My favorite rapper duo ever. That's Kids See Ghosts, my favorite rapper duo ever. Now, not my favorite duo in hip-hop ever. That would be Madvillain. But my favorite duo in rap... Probably shoot, I forgot Outkast. Outkast is the best, but this is better than any Outkast album. I have to admit, this is better than any Outkast record. And Silk Sonic will probably be better than this. Probably, I don't know. I just love this album so much. This is just, when I think of perfect, I think of Kids See Ghosts. Just like... Every track is perfect. This is the hardest track list to rank. In my opinion, maybe Illmatic. I cannot rank these. I just can't. I know my top 3 would be Reborn, Free, and Fourth Dimension. The rest I cannot rank. I cannot rank the rest. Reborn is up there as one of the best songs ever. All these are kind of up there as best songs ever. So yeah, that's my vinyl collection. Those are all the vinyls I own. I'll do another every single time I get a new vinyl. I'll show it in a video. My birthday is in May, so I'll probably get a bunch of money to get a bunch more. So I'll showcase them there. I need to get more hooks next. That is my next priority. I'm gonna fill up that wall with hooks because I'm gonna get a ton more vinyls. What do you guys think in the collection? What was your favorite album I went over, and what vinyls do you guys own? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd also recommend you go check out my Twitter. I might put that in the description. Probably not. I'm probably gonna be too lazy, but check it out if you want. See you guys next time. Peace out. Goodbye. And I don't know. I usually do this, so bye. Also, to all you guys who hate me for disliking NF, Cloud sucks and will probably be on my worst albums of 2021.